Hi guys, how are you? So today we are going to start with some important topics, and it's related to a multimodal rack system. So nowadays interviews are asking so many questions related to RAG, or even if you are working in your organizations, and that time also you can may face some difficulties related to this. So we will see how we can tackle those questions, or even if you are working on with your some projects, multimodal rack system and all those things. So that time you have need to see like how you can create multimodal rack system, which type of model you can utilize theirs, and all those things. So I am just utilize that Python compiler here, and I will write those points one by one here. So everyone just know basically like what is RAG, and here user can upload the files, he can give the query, then we are extracting content from that files, then we are creating chunks, then we are storing those chunks to the specific vector stores, and based upon that users queries embedding semantic meanings, we are retrieving those chunks and passing that context to the LLM model. So this is very simple structures for that rack system, but if you want to make it more efficient, production ready, and more accurate, based upon that user query, it should fetch all the details, and whatever its context precision or recall given by that rack system. So it should be also a clear one, means right one. So for that you have need to follow so many things and lots of approaches, like re-ranker will come into that place. It also will depend upon how you are extracting the content from that PDF file, and as well as it also goes towards like how you create the more effective chunks. So based upon that it will decide, and also it's depend upon which types of vector store you are utilizing, and while indexing of those embedding chunks into the vector stores, which types of vectors methods you are utilizing. There are various types of vectors store, means embedding stores methods, like IVF methods. It's like inventory file storage methods. So this is mostly utilized by that phase the vector store. So it has a capacity to handle the huge number of embeddings data, because what happens, it's utilize that inventory inverted file systems to store those embeddings into the vector store. So actually what happens there, so whatever embeddings are given, so those embeddings are converted into the specific clusters, and now based upon that specific user's queries, that user queries initially match with those specific clusters, and then we will get from that specific clusters those context will be returned. Also that phase vector stores also utilize the flattened type of embeddings. If the initial embedding dimensions are like 32 or something, so that those dimensions can be flattened to the 16 or 8 bits. And also it's also tried to cut those vectors, so it will just cut the length of those vectors, and it will keep the direction same. So based upon that file similarity search, it will just utilize that vector search directions, and based upon that it will try to retrieve those embeddings very fast. Others methods are like clustering types of embeddings, or another is like neural network types of ANN types of embeddings, or other is most popular is like hnsw, or hierarchical navigable small word search. So there is also it's created the top layers of vectors, and for each and below that top layers it's create the another layers of vectors, where it's tried to increase the words, means vector size and all those things. So at the top layers actually there is most important vector stores, or the group of those vectors will be there, and it will connect through its like through the nodes, edges, and so many things. So that thing is also very important. And another question is related to the how you can utilize the multimodal data. So I will click here how you can utilize that multimodal LLM. So let's say if PDF file which have images, tables, and text data. So tables and text data, so how you can extract, so that is the most important questions, and if you haven't worked with this, then definitely will struggle here. So you have need to utilize some specific Python libraries, or unstructured IO parser there. So it will go towards the each PDF page, and from that page it will give the 3 elements, and those elements will be like text, table, and image. and now for that image content you have need to pass that image to the that multimodal LLM model. Pass image to, you can utilize the traditionals like text tesseract or PyTesseract there, but if there are images are like bar chart, graph chart or dashboard, so that time you can face some difficulties. So that time you have need to utilize GPT-4o or others multimodal type LLMs. So how you can pass that? You can convert that image into byte strings, and that image will pass to the multimodal LLM, and that you have need to give some prompt instructions, so that multimodal LLM will give you some output based upon that image descriptions, and then you have need to convert this into the chunks, or you can else add this into same page for metadata. So this is the way else you can utilize directly multimodal embedding models, like clips is there, or Google's already multimodal embedding model is there, so you can use those embedding models, and then you can do simple ways like you can store the data in vector stores, and while returning those data from vector store you can utilize various types of search, like you can utilize the hybrid search where you can give the focus towards the keyword search as well as the semantic search. Also you can add the re-ranker there, and once this is done, then whatever context you have got, you can pass that context to the LLM models, and you can also give there some instructions to that LLM models how it should work, handle and all those data. Then it will give finally good one answers to you. So friends, I hope I have given the little bit means a question answer to you and doubts to all you. If you have any doubt or issues, please try to ask me in the comment. This is my MacBook Pro. It's Intel i9 core processor. It has 16GB RAM and 1TB SSD. So I just want to check, means I have applied one video for the processing, and here I through the OBS today I am recording one tutorial. So now it has no any issues with the CPU loads, but whenever it's going with that video processing, so that time it's struggling a lot and it has faced some issues or it's stuck there. So try to take EM chip max. I already M2 Pro chip max, but it's failed. It suddenly stopped charging, and now they are asking me for to replace motherboard, so its cost is nearly about 70,000. So I have purchased this is the second one from the market. But anyway, if you have any doubt or questions, please try to ask me in the comments. Read our target. I am always there for to help you. Thank you. Bye bye.